You can go from this to this with the Oasis bottle filler conversion kit. Easily convert Elkay and Oasis drinking fountains into contactless bottle fillers in just minutes without removing anything from the wall. To install your NNEBFEZ unit, you need the following tools: a T15 and T20 Torx bit, 5/16 inch hex driver, 1/4 inch hex driver, and the means to cut plastic drain pipe. Turn off the water and disconnect the power cord from the outlet. The first step is to disassemble your cooler to prepare it for the retrofit kit. If you have a split level cooler, install the kit to the refrigerated side. Use a 5/16 hex driver to remove the 4 screws holding the lower wrapper. Loosen the P-trap connection to the basin drain. With the T20 Torx bit, remove the 4 screws holding the nose assembly. Disconnect the 2 wires coming out of the nose assembly for the solenoid and code control. Then disconnect the water line from the bubbler. Once the nose assembly has been removed, cover the newly exposed leads with the provided insulated terminals. The cooling tank must be pressurized. Remove the water lines from the solenoid valve and connect them together using the 1/4 inch elbow fitting provided. Some units may appear different, but this process will remain the same. The NNEBFEZ kit comes partially pre-assembled in the packaging. Separate it into separate components as shown. Set the frame directly onto the Elkay cooler chassis. To center the frame, use the 2 windows at the sides to make sure there is equal amount of cooler chassis showing through each window. Use a minimum of 4 appropriate anchors to affix the frame to your wall. There are several slots along the frame to ensure an anchor point for each. Anchors are not provided. Install the side brackets along the slotted mounting holes, using either the original T20 Torx screws or the 5/16 inch hex screws provided. The 2 brackets are identical, but will fit on either side of the cooler. Use slots closest to the wall to secure each bracket. Next, mount the center bracket to the 2 cooler struts. Use 2 of the original Elkay cooler screws or 2 of the 5/16 hex screws provided. Make sure the bracket is in the correct orientation with the top flange pointing vertical. Attach the drip tray assembly to the frame and center bracket using the number 8 T15 Torx screws provided. Ensure that the center bracket overlaps the drip tray bracket. Install the filter guard with 2 number 8 Torx screws. Use the 2 drain elbows and pipes to connect the drip tray drain to the P-trap. Cut to fit as needed. The next step is to install the cabinet. To help with this, set the alcove into the drip tray to help align and support the cabinet. Ensure that the top flanges of the cabinet are on top of the frame. Finish by securing the cabinet to the frame with 2 screws on each side. If the drip tray does not sit flush with the alcove after securing the cabinet, loosen the screws holding the drip tray support and filter guard brackets and loosen them. Push or pull on the drip tray bracket until it fits flush and re-secure the screws. Install a number 8 screw into the bottom mounting holes through the cabinet. If the holes do not align, loosen the side bracket and reorient them as needed. Install the screw and then re-secure the brackets. Install the provided 1/4 inch union fitting onto the cooling tank water outline. Then connect the provided insulated water tubing to the union. Connect the insulated water line to the solenoid valve at the top of the alcove assembly. Route the power cord down into the fountain, but do not plug into the wall socket yet. Ensure that the IEC connector is secured to the power brick. Carefully finish pulling the wire to the fountain unit, and then attach the provided strain relief clip roughly 36 inches away from the grounded wall plug. Attach the P-clip with a number 8 torque screw to the left rear flange of the cooler frame. Use the supplied 1/4 inch thread cutting hex screw to affix the ground terminal to one of the flared holes in the cooler strut. Do not remove the original ground wire. Turn on the water and reconnect the power cord to the outlet. Once the unit is plugged in, turn on the water supply and activate the bottle filler dispense until water dispenses. Check for leaks and malfunctions. Install the top and filter access panels to complete the cabinet installation. Finish up by reattaching the cooler wrapper with the 4 5/16 inch hex screws. Breathe new life into your water cooler with this conversion kit. Ask your local plumbing supplier or go to oasiscoolers.com for details.